We got the postseason. We got turtlenecks. We've got energy. Jake, did you see this lineup?
I've seen the lineup, James.
Thanks for joining the pregame show. Here's how it goes. We're going to talk about the lineup. Then we're going to tell you the pitching path to victory. It's quite simple tonight. Let's see if Jake and I agree. Then we'll give you some what to watch fors, enhance your viewing experience. then some premonitions, which is more stuff to watch for because it's us.
The whole show is
being
stuff
like
to watch
Dragon
for.
Queen.
Whole stuff is what to watch for.
Lineup. We don't have the Royals lineup.
We do have the Royals lineup.
Okay, well, I don't fully care about it, but the Yankees lineup, Gleyber Torres is leading off playing second base. Juan Soto is batting second, playing right field. Aaron Judge, MVP, center field, batting third. Austin Wells, Jake's rookie of the year. Your rookie of the year?
It's the playoffs.
He's batting cleanup,
It's the playoffs.
catching. Stanton, DHing, batting fifth. Jazz Chisholm Jr.,
I'm getting in the chat.
the only player ever from Barbados, Jamaica. Where's Jazz from? Bahamas. They're all part of the song. Volpe slides up to 7 to break up the lefties. He's at short. Oswaldo Cabrera gets the start at first base since Rizzo is out with an injury. And Verdugo gets the start in left field. Garrett Cole on the bump.
He is.
That feels nice.
He is.
Did you hear Garrett Cole's quote about Yankee Stadium in the postseason?
The stakes are high.
It was good.
I enjoy them. He's the
States,
best, man.
they're high. I enjoy them.
Sandino the Great with a $20 super chat. I mean, it's playoffs. Jim.
Playoff baseball.
Like some people haven't gotten that yet.
Yeah, because what's happening in the other series, not playoff baseball.
And maybe that's a goal for the Yankees to make this series not matter.
Yeah?
You know?
Do what
they
the
could
guard- do what the
that.
guards are doing.
They could do that.
Royals got good pitching. That's something. That's a leak.
Leak. Where to begin, Timbo?
Well, the big decisions. Verdugo over Dominguez. Oswaldo over Rice, if that's who he was competing with at first base. Obviously, if you've listened to us, you know that I voted for Oswaldo. Boone brought my vote to the table. I think it actually won him the job.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. Appreciate me. You're welcome, Oswaldo. So I was voting for that. And then Verdugo.
You actually might have had 2 votes at the table.
Yeah, I did. I reached out to another guy.
You
said-
kind of stuffed the ballot box.
Yeah, that's the Irish vote, you know? Beard, mustache, clean shaven. I didn't use 3.
That's how I won class president.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
In a class of
You're
300
the whip.
people. In a
So-
class of 300 people, 600 votes came in.
I voted for you. I also burned the other votes.
Pat Hapkin voted for me 10 times. Thanks, Pat.
8 years in jail
Big
for
guy.
that woman.
What do
did
we
that?
think?
Verdugo, the writing was on the wall.
Cabrera's a bigger win.
Yeah, Cabrera's a bigger
Cabrera's
win.
a bigger win.
We need good throws to first from Jazz and Gleyber. Like, let's not make that an issue.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it because it's out. I'm going into this postseason. I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I listened to Game 1 pregame show of the American League Championship Series against the Astros in 2022 to remember what the pregame show is.
Right.
We were glum.
Yeah. Expectations.
It was Game 1.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I hate every decision this team makes.
They like barely survived the DS to get there, it felt like.
And when we didn't like the roster for the season. This is not how I feel today. I feel good. I'm saying, I was like, whoa, this does feel different than that.
This playoffs is setting up for us to be the Yankees.
I hope so.
Garrett Cole has looked fantastic. And he's the ace. Rodon, supposed to be the 2. He's the 2. We got options for 3 and 4. And we don't even kind of need them this series with the weird off days and stuff. It's an AL Central and Yankees tournament in the American League at this point.
And they went 24-7 against the American League Central, I think.
A lot of good.
Here's the Cole quote about Yankee Stadium in the postseason. He said, "I feel like the passion comes through in the noise and the pageantry of the stadium. It's open air, it's cold, and it's just the sound fills you from the feet up. It's just a different sound. It's wonderful.
It's hot out.
It'll get brisky again.
It'll get nice.
Yep.
It's like one of the enjoyable playoff weather, like 100 emoji.
Yeah, I went outside in the middle of the day and I was like, it is hot.
It's a little hot.
In the sun, it's hot.
Like by the 4th inning, it's gonna be like, okay.
Yep, it's gonna settle in.
Okay.
It's gonna. I'm excited. So the lineup, I'm okay with it. I have more thoughts on it coming up later in the show. Volpe slides up. That was something I predicted a little bit just because they've done that before.
Right.
When they don't want all those lefties.
With Oswaldo and what Doogie's done.
I saw some people writing articles like Wells is going to be at cleanup even though he struggled. Duh, of course he's going to be at cleanup.
Gonna be a cleanup. Because you know what? He
You
might
get a
be the
shave
hottest
today?
hitter on the team. Yeah, dude. It's Yankees postseason. Sorry. Like, I know.
Well, I cleaned up.
I don't take it as a target. Yes, you look fantastic.
Thank you. It's a good look for me. It's kind of like if Bartman was me.
Send that to Joe's. Send that to Joe's. If Steve Bartman, a young Bartman, was dressing up as you for Halloween, that's what he'd look like.
That's the crisscross right there. We've like converged. I've gone to his side. You want to go to PBB?
Hey. Good for Waldo.
Yeah.
And good for the Yankees.
Yes. They did say about Verdugo and Dominguez, Boone's quote was like, it is a very easy decision.
It's a little peacocky for me.
He's trying to instill confidence in his boy.
Because they could have started Dominguez and said it was a pretty easy decision.
I don't think they would have.
Right.
Because it was a tough. Verdugo's, if you value
But
defense.
that's what I'm saying. Like, they accidentally threw dirt on Dominguez again for no reason, basically.
They don't like him.
They don't like him.
All right. Pitching path to victory.
Yes.
I have this pretty easy.
Yeah.
I have it as Cole
Okay.
to Luke. 7, 8, 9. 8, 1.
Right.
I have my pitching path to victory tonight is 2 guys. Now, if Cole doesn't go 7,
Right.
and you don't want to use Weave for 2, which I think they would because they have an off day. I think they would. Then Canely. Those are the 2 options for me. Cole, Canely, Weaver, Cole, Weaver. You can't do Cousins' first game back. And Tim Hill's the other guy to slide up there.
Tim Hill.
But Canely's going to get that lane over experience and being Canely. So my heart of hearts, Cole to the Weave.
I would. Who are the suck bags rolling out? How many lefties?
They are rolling out Michael Massey leading off. He's a lefty. Bobby Witt, Vinny Pasquantino, DH. Sal Perez, Yuli Gurriel, MJ Melendez, a lefty. Tommy Pham, righty. Isbell, lefty. Michael Garcia, righty. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties, and none of them are consecutive.
Okay. Tim Hill's interesting. Again, he's been like very good with the Yankees. Like very good. Like we've almost underappreciated and disrespected it because if you throw underhand, should be illegal. But he's been fantastic. And he's going to be an important part of this long playoff run that if, say, Cole's looking at a 6.2 and it's an MJ Melendez or something like that, I currently kind of lean Tim Hill.
Over Canely?
Over Canely.
Interesting.
And I would like to have Canely as Luke Weaver insurance. So that's where, in that situation, say it's 6.2, Cole's just thrown his 105th pitch. I think I'd be okay going Tim Hill to the Weave for those 2 innings. And then if Weave's 2 innings become long, you have Tommy Canely ready to close. Because I don't want to go to Tim Hill in that situation.
Yeah, the Weave insurance, Canely's your only option. I don't like Cousins on his first outing.
Exactly.
I don't like Clay. I don't like Meza as the Weave insurance. So that's a good argument that you've presented.
Thank you.
They might go Clark as the Weave. They might go Clark. I don't like that either. So for me, 7, Cole, 2, Weaver. Boom.
Okay, let's...
Only worry about that is letting so many batters see Weave in one game.
Right. But you got the off day, and it can be a tight series, so, like, whatever. Jim? Okay. I do want to, let's say...
Yeah.
Let's say it's 5.1 out of Garrett. It's just a lot of bullets. Are you bleeding?
Yeah.
Did you clip yourself?
Yeah, no.
Is that a Lil Wayne?
Trying to get out of the Bartman rumors, so I had to draw some blood. Change the perception up of who I am a little bit.
Why are you bleeding?
I just said so. It's the playoffs, Jake.
Let's say
I thought it was a pimple. I think it was like a calcium deposit white blister bubble. So I was picking the shit out of it in the car ride.
some Jesus vibes.
And it's going to drip the whole show, and I'm not doing anything about it.
Kind of want to put it on my jersey a little bit, like
Bleeding.
I mean,
crazy.
if
it
win,
wasn't my Whitey Ford jersey, I think I would.
some bad stuff's been happening to me today. I don't know if you saw the video of the birds in front of my house.
That's good stuff.
That was good.
Well, then what's
Everyone
this?
agreed that was good stuff. That's good.
I think
This is good.
That's Christ.
Should I
flowing
clean it
through
up,
you.
or should I just let
No,
it
you
drip?
gotta leave that.
Yeah, it wasn't a pimple, so when I finally got it,
Right.
it was just I just bled myself instead of popped the pimple.
If it's 5.1 out of Cole, how do we get to Weave Dog?
Canely Weave. 1.1, 1.2,
Is that
5.1
enough?
would be you would need 3.2 innings. So
I guess, okay.
it would be Tim Hill to escape, then Canely and Weave.
If it's
They might use
Final-
Cousins. They might not be scared of Cousins at all.
Okay, I guess that would be my final question. If it, Tim Hill kind of has a Tim Hill role. I guess if it's down to Cousins, Hamilton, or Clark.
Oh, Hamilton they might use too.
If it's down to those three, like who would you rather see coming out of the bullpen? Because I don't know if I know my answer. Cousins or Hamilton, I guess.
What's a sitch? What's the score? It's the sixth inning. There's one out. I know that. Are there guys on base?
There's a guy on first. Cole just walked his last batter of the game, and it's
then
like, we got to get him out of the game.
Okay, and there's one out. There's a runner on first, and one of the next two batters is a lefty.
Sure.
Tim Hill.
Okay.
He puts the ball in play.
Yeah.
A lefty would put the ball in play, and hopefully we can make a play.
Okay, so how about this? Hill, Weaver, Canely are the only options out of the bullpen today. You're Garrett Cole.
Hill. You say Hill?
Hill,
Not heel.
not heel. That's a different thing. Although
call
I
him
would
available.
say, if they cut to the bullpen and Luis Heels twirling out there,
Bad sign. Bad news.
I'll get some testosterone going.
My other side of my face be matching.
Double blood.
Double blood.
Okay.
In post, make it look like it's coming from my eyes. I think that's cooler. Pitching path to victory complete. What to watch for?
You got a couple things.
I got one on the Royals side, on the Garrett Cole on the Royals side.
We're in lockstep with this.
Yeah, if you are not someone familiar with the Royals, we talked about it on our preview. If you haven't listened to that, I'll just do a quick summation. Michael Massey has been hot.
Good.
He's been hitting the ball really, really hard. He has been hitting four-seam fastballs a lot, especially second pitch of the at-bat or full count. Those are all his hard hits recently on four-seam fastballs. He's the first batter of the game. Cole likes to establish himself with the fastball. It's not an opportune time for Cole to really do that. Cole's like, I'm going to beat you on the inside with my four-seam to establish I have it for the rest of the game. He's not really the guy you want to do that with. He can turn on that inside fastball really well. So I hope that Cole pitches him on the outside, outer half of the plate. Hope he has a changeup or a cutter. Cutters up and in would work to him. I hope Cole has his secondary pitches sharp right away, because sometimes you need the fastball. So that first at bat versus Massey, he's going to be looking to make some pop. Cole's going to be looking to establish his fastball and presence on the mound. It's a little bit of a dicey one. Dicier than you would think if you don't know Michael Massey.
First inning is the Royals' chance. It's the pop the balloon of the stadium. It's short porch. It's Massey, Pasquantino as the lefties that can scare us this series. It's Bobby Witt and Salvi as the potential righties. The first inning is everything for Cole, because after the first inning, he's not giving up a run. Like, I know Garrett Cole. He's a dear friend. That's a lie. It's a little bit of a lie.
Well, it's a lie.
He wouldn't like me at first, but he'd come around. He'd appreciate the constant attempts at humor that I can't even just turn off.
He'd appreciate you from afar.
I think he currently appreciates
If you guys
me.
were at a bar and you had a VIP section, he'd be sitting in the booth watching you, but he wouldn't want to stand up and be in your circle.
He has a one-liner prepped for me. It's kind of a mix of his old days.
Dude, when we saw him at spring training, he dodged. Remember that, Beebs? Were you there with me and Joe's?
Yeah.
He did like fake phone call dodge.
Spring training.
Nah, it was a real phone call.
He's waiting for the parade. The first inning, the two threat lefties of Pasquantino and Massey in that short porch, and their two best players probably in Bobby and Salvi, while Cole's getting settled in the mound. He's getting his adrenaline settled in. That's the Royals' best chance. Your other what to watch for?
The other what to watch for is the bottom of our lineup, and I'm including Jazz here because it's his first time. We saw him get swing happy when he got to the stadium for the very first time and wanted to hit homers, and that had come down from it. But Jazz, Volpe, Oswaldo, Verdugo, okay? That lane, the first time through, I can't have you dead. I can't have Wacha just breeze through the four of you and build his confidence and feel good and fresh when he faces the top the second time. So I just need quality at-bats, foul balls. I'm not saying I even need hits right now. Make him throw bullets, make him use different sequences, like test him a little bit. Those four guys. I can't have it be first pitch out, 4-pitch strikeout, second pitch fly ball, breezing through. I just need a couple of those guys at the bottom there to make Wacha think, and search on the mound, so he doesn't just feel great getting back to the top again.
I think Massey was a great one. For me, I want to see how ugly the Royals try to make this game. They have a lot of pitching options. They've got 4 lefties in their bullpen. They kind of have 2 swing starters in Brady Singer and Michael Lorenzen. Lorenzen had been out for a little bit. That they could ugly this up. Like, it could be, if Wacha doesn't look sharp, it could be Wacha one time through. Because with the off days and stuff, they're kind of good. So I think my what to watch for, the Yankees are on the opposite end. We just said Garrett Cole, and we gave them 2.5 relievers they can use today. I want to see how ugly the Royals make it. Because it could be one time through. It could be they could give him a second look at Judge because Wacha has great numbers against Judge, and then he could be done. So I'm very interested to see how mucky the suck bags get.
Yeah, the other thing, they have a good bullpen. They have a lot of arms they like. We saw game 1 against the Orioles. They used 4 guys, 3 guys.
I mean, they can lefty-righty you in like an old-school way. And
we saw in the Brewers-Mets, when they got to see Devin Williams a second time, they felt more comfortable. They figured him out a little bit. They knew a tip. I'm not even saying, even without knowing a tip, seeing relievers is good, even if they get you out the first time through. The longer a series go, the more these guys, professional hitters, see a reliever. So best case, this game's close enough. Like, obviously I want the Yankees to win, but the Royals use some of their top guys. And when they get to see them again later on, very rarely does that not benefit the batters, just to the familiarity.
The more you see a pitcher, it helps the hitter because they've got the same tricks. And yeah, that's they have options, man, that I don't know. Maybe if it was a what to watch for the series, it's like, do they juggle different lefties for lefty lanes? I don't know. Tight 5-gamer. Let's see how ugly they make it.
Premonitions?
No homer draft. We want everyone a homer.
Yes. Also, Beebs knows the over-under line. I don't know it.
Oh, I don't.
I guessed it. My final guess is 7 flat.
The wild card numbers were another reminder of like, whoa, playoffs are different.
Yeah.
I'll go 6.5.
7.5.
Damn. I'm gonna take the under. I was 4 nothing Yanks. Yeah.
Punch that under.
I had a premonition. I had this while I was driving here. Glaber off the right field wall. First AB.
Okay.
Not a homer. but gets the stadium going.
Off the right. I like that.
Top of it. You think it's going.
I like that.
Hits it. First AB.
I like that.
Yep. Came to me in the car. Started bleeding from the face.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was going to drip more. It's really solidified. It's kind of just like I have super glue stick on my face now.
Yeah.
It's pretty uncomfortable.
There was a while where it looked like it was going to start pouring.
I thought it was going to be like just like a badass Black Parade, My Chemical Romance situation.
I have 2.
Oh!
One's almost nothing.
A Weather Witch. Yeah. Oh, okay.
One's almost nothing. It's a Verdugo foul ball home run. It's not a home run, but Verdugo pisses on one.
Okay.
But it's just foul, and we're like, okay. Damn. Oswaldo over the railing of the dugout makes a catch.
Oh, I like that.
Pop up.
Oswaldo.
I think it's the 3rd out of the inning, but I'm not sure.
Oswaldo will try to lay down a bunt at some point in this game.
Okay.
That feels like something that should be out there.
Okay.
Oh, another thing. This isn't a premonition. This was just I was watching all of Judge's at bats versus Wacha. The numbers aren't great, and all of them in the last 2 years I disregarded before 2022 because they were all different people. You know, first pitch under the zone, fastball, variant, cutter, sinker, whatever. He was in 2-0 3 different times in like the 6 at bats or whatever it is. Every 2-0 pitch that Wacha threw to Judge. Changeup.
Okay.
I don't know if he stays the same course, if we even get to a 2-0 count. But if Judge versus Wacha, it finds itself in a 2-0 count, that's the history that I would guess both of them have also went back and kind of studied or looked at or just remember. That's been the history. It's been changeup in the zone, 2-0.
Tell the table.
Judge didn't hit changeups in 2022, the last time they faced.
That's gone.
That was the pitch he struggled with the most. He has hit changeups this year. So those numbers against Wacha, maybe they stay the same. He's got a lot of different weapons. Maybe they're different because of that situation.
Oh, I mean, you could say this almost any start. I think we get a Cole goof at some point today.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know you wouldn't think so, but I think it's even in like a good way. Like he's mowing down Royals. And, like, he's mad that one of them calls time, and, like, he calls time. Like, he does. It's Garrett Cole, you shouldn't be on the field with me, goof.
Okay. Judge's slugging versus changeups this year, 723. 723. 262 batting average. 755 expected slugging. Yeah, Cole's temperament is going to be fun to judge right away. We'll be live streaming on this very channel. We'll be noticing every detail of his face. But yeah, you don't want him over.
Right.
Someone needs to crack him before he goes.
That's what I'm
to the
saying.
mound.
Like we might even get that too, because he knows himself at this point. Like we're getting one Cole goof.
Which Yankee do you think doesn't know himself?
Which Yankee doesn't know himself yet? Luis Heel, just being young.
Okay.
Glaber.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Heavy.
See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Share your thoughts with your loved ones. Talk baseball.
Let's go Yanks.
Go Yanks. How do we end the pregame show? We just stand up. Forgot about that.